Hi guys, Erica Serwin here from Pink Buckaroo Designs, and I have a tip for you today. It's all about the new Simply Shammy. If you have not seen this in the new Stampin' Up! Catalog, you need to check it out. It's the new way to clean your stamps. I have had mine for about 4 months and I am in love with it. I actually have several of them put in different spots in my studio. I am in love with it and I think you really need to add it on to your next order if you haven't already. It's only $8. Item number 147042 in case you want to write that down. This has really changed my stamping. I used to kind of be a dirty stamper. I'd throw my dirty stamps back into the case and then clean them when I was ready to use them again, which is not a good thing. Let me tell you how many times I stamped a dirty stamp on a clean ink pad and made a mess. This has changed that for me because it's a quick scrub and it gets it super clean all the time. So I'm going to show you just a couple of tips. When you get your Simply Shammy, it's in this little cellophane bag, and you'll notice when you open it that it's already kind of wet. It's a little bit moist, and that's how you want to keep these. They just need water. You don't need any cleaner on this because water is really the best thing for your stamps. It's going to take all that ink off. I use my clear mount, my wood mount, and my photopolymer stamps on my Simply Shammy. Now, there's lots of fun ways to store them, but my favorite way is to put it in an old or a new clear mount stamp case. You can see this is an old one. It has a garage sale sticker on it. I obviously sold whatever was in here, and I have a little drawer with a few extras. So when I got my chamois, I put them right in there. So you'll notice this chamois looks much different than this chamois, and that's because I have been using this chamois for about 4 months now. This is what your chamois is going to look like. I know we've got some sun coming in that window. Hopefully you can see it. I use my chamois every day. I stamp every single day. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, so I use them, but also my classes use them. So the more you use it, the more stained it's going to get, and that's okay. That's what it's supposed to do. About once a week, I bring it into the kitchen and I rinse it really good. That's why we're in my kitchen today. I'm going to show you. And then I put it right back in that case. I also throw it in with my towels on Sunday when I wash the towels in the washing machine, and I'm going to show you that after we do the kitchen part. So, but every now and then I come into the kitchen and I get it and I just squeeze and squeeze and squeeze until it really runs clean, because the ink is settling down in here, and if you don't get all of that out, your stamps will start to stay dirty, and we don't want that. But this is so easy to clean, so I'm going to show you that. I get so many questions about the chamois when I'm showing other things, so I thought this was a great time to just stop and talk about the chamois. Like I said, I keep it in that case. I get questions about mold, and I can tell you I've had mine for 4 months. They live in the case, and I have never had any mold. Now, I live in South Texas. We're a pretty humid climate. We get very hot in the summer, which is when I got this. But again, no mold. And what I will find, and you'll see here, I don't know if you guys can tell, but right here, it starts to dry out around the edge after several days. This one has probably been a week. It's still soft and juicy, a little bit juicy in the middle, but here on the edge, it's starting to get hard. So when I find that, I know it's time to go to the kitchen or throw it in the washing machine. So no mold issues for me, and when I rinse it, I'm also going to show you how you can just use Dawn soap. What I use in my kitchen, I also use that on my chamois too. All right, well, I'm going to turn the camera around and we're going to start washing. Okay, so we've got the chamois in here, and I'm just going to start with cold water. And it does take a minute to get these hard parts soft again. The water kind of has to soak in there. So I just kind of run my fingers around until they're nice and soft. And then I start squeezing, squeezing, squeezing to get all the ink out. I do this with cold water, and then I move it over to warm water. I mentioned that I use Dawn soap, but what I found is that if I put the Dawn soap directly on here, I had a hard time getting the Dawn soap out. So my other side of the sink, I've just filled it with some soapy water, and I'm just going to kind of squeeze those all around and then run it clean again. And it takes a few minutes. This one looks to be pretty clean. but you'll notice that that staining really starts to lighten up. It'll never go away, but that's okay. It's just a stain, and it doesn't matter. I kind of look at it as a badge of honor. Look how much stamping I've done. Now here's another one I've had in the case so long that it's hard all the way. So I'm going to soak it, get it kind of wet, and then we can squeeze it. And I just do this about once a week. If I remember when I put my towels in on Sundays, that's when I throw it in. Right now I'm doing kind of a warm water, not too hot yet. But we'll go over and get some of that soapy water. It's cold. Squeeze that out. I also use my chamois for on my Stamparatus. It's kind of a thick, you can see that's kind of coming out different colors now. It's kind of like a thick wash rag, really. And I really, really like it. You have to make sure that you squeeze out all that water before you take it back into your craft space. I always feel like I need to leave it really damp and not squeeze all that water out, but I found that just makes your stamps really kind of muddy. It kind of leaves them too wet. So you really want to wring it out really good, just like that. And then you can put it back in your stamp case and it's ready to go. All right, another way to clean your chamois is in your washing machine, you guys. I'm gonna show you, here's this one. You can see it's even got a little shimmer and glitter in there. I throw my chamois in with my towels. We do towels on Sunday and I throw them in. Now, a little caveat on that, I have dark towels. So only do that if you have dark towels. I'm not sure I'd throw it in with some super white or light towels. However, today I'm going to throw it in with some dish rags. I don't care what they look like. And honestly, I've never had any ink transfer washing these in the washing machine. So here's the before. We can see. Let's take a look at it, see what it'll look like afterwards. I throw it in. I only put detergent, just regular Tide, you guys. I don't put fabric softener. And then, because I'm impatient, I always set it for the speed wash. All right, I don't know a lot about laundry, you guys. I'm not an expert, but I know that I just want to get that clean and quick. When I do my towels, I do hot, and it comes out just fine. But because it's a speed wash, we're doing warm. All right, so I'm going to turn it on, and I'm going to come back as soon as it's done. Okay, it's all done. Let's see. All right, dig way down deep, and look. It doesn't look much different, does it? However, it's totally clean. Now when I clean my stamps, all that ink is gone. What you're seeing is just some staining. The more you use your chamois, the more it's going to look like this. But that's okay. All that ink washes out and it is still just as good. Okay, that's it. That's how I clean my chamois. And I leave them next to my stamping space all the time. In my classes, I put one on each table, and they do get pretty dirty at stamp class. But quickly, a quick rinse in the sink, and they are ready to go. Try throwing it in your washing machine and see, it comes out smelling nice too with your laundry detergent. All right, don't forget to add a Simply Shammy to your next order. It's only $8 and you will love it. Have a great week, guys. Bye-bye.